For a lot of people, the holidays are filled with joy and cheer, but for some, this season is a harsh reminder of pain, of grief, or of loss.
So if you're struggling right now, know that you are not alone. You can turn that hurt into healing. And here to talk about that is Rabbi Steve Leder. He's the author of a beautiful book called More Beautiful Than Before, Beauty, Ashes. It's the whole yin and yang, isn't it? Bring some beauty from ashes.
Well, it's more beautiful than before, how suffering transforms us.
Tell us how.
Well, success doesn't teach us very much.
Just that we want more of it.
That's right. It just teaches us to keep doing more of the same, even if that more of the same is somehow shallow or dysfunctional or whatever it is. It's really only pain that disrupts our lives enough for us to learn something. And pain is the great teacher. And by the way, in no way do I intend in this book to idealize pain or glorify pain. These lessons that we learn through suffering are not worth the suffering, but neither are they worth less.
But there's a purpose to them.
Yes, we have to find the purpose. You know, like in Ecclesiastes, it says there's a time for everything.
Every season under heaven.
And a purpose. Not a reason, because we'll never know the reason, but a purpose.
You know what's funny? Your book was on our desk, and I took it home, and I couldn't put it down.
Yeah,
I thought I wanted to buy 100 of them and hand them out to friends. And like you said, during this holiday season, people are joyful, but when you're hurting, it's really, really devastating. But you said something there. You should not go up to someone and say, let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Because a lot of people think they're doing a kind act when they say that.
Well, they do. So we all know people who are suffering during the holidays.
They've had a recent loss or...
This may be their first, this is my first holiday season without my dad, who died in September. They may have a kid in trouble. They may have been recently diagnosed, maybe had a pain in their chest or a lump in their breast. We don't know. You never know what's in the heart of another person. So I don't wish people Merry Christmas or Happy New Year, because what's more important is to wish people a meaningful Christmas, a healing Christmas, a peaceful Christmas.
A joyful New Year.
And isn't that more in keeping with what the holiday is really about? Is it really about booze and sugar and shopping? No, it's about bringing kindness and caring and light to the world. And so that's what we
help someone, because someone's hurting, and you know, you don't want to, people don't want to impose, they don't want to get in the way. But what do you think?
Well, the first thing is what you referred to earlier, is what you don't do. Never say these 7 words, let me know if you need anything. Because that's kabuki empathy. That's not real. And
but
even
if you really mean it,
even if
can
you really
say,
mean
listen,
it, Kathy Lee?
I don't know what you're going through right now. Only you do. But if there's a moment where you feel that you want to talk to somebody or you want some love sent your way, I'm here for that.
You know,
I mean, I've seen in my life that people are grateful.
What's the other side of this, though?
Let me hear this.
But you're still putting this suffering person in the position of having to carry the responsibility of reaching out to you.
But you just reached out to them. That's what I don't understand.
But don't just do that once. Be proactive. Say, listen, I'm going to call you every 3 days to see how you're doing. And if you don't want to pick up, that's okay. And to answer your question, Hoda, what I would do, what I always do, is I ask myself, what if I were in that person's position? What would I want? What would be helpful to me? And then just do it. Don't ask. Just do it. Maybe it's carpooling for the kids. Maybe it's play dates for the kids.
Maybe it's casserole.
Casserole on the front door. Maybe it's going to the doctor because you're in such a fog.
Buy your friend a wig when they lose their hair.
Figure it out. Figure it out. Don't give the person who's suffering more homework.
You said said something profound about your book is small. It's not a big book. It doesn't take a long time. It's a sweet book. But sometimes you talk about how few words are all you need. I think sometimes we get wrapped up in what to say. But
so I've learned after 30 years of being a father and a husband and a man and a rabbi, that the most important things are said with the fewest words, right? It's a boy. I do.
I love you.
I love you. He's gone. Yes. No. And so during this time of the holidays, the most important things are often said with the fewest words. You can just say, I'm here. And by the way, for all of us who have to deal with our dysfunctional families, and that is all of us,
we might be dysfunction.
There's some healing that can take place by saying these 3 simple words: I was wrong.
Oh, so important.
I'm sorry.
Do you feel like crying?
Yeah, and I love the sound of your voice.
Yeah, I
just
do
want to
too. More. By the way,
Here to
if
help.
you are looking for a book to give during the holidays,
Yes.
this is a perfect one.
Yes.
Thank you for sitting with us.
Thank
It's a
you.
Great honor to
beautiful
be
book.
with you.
Oh,
And,
We're here.
I hope you have a meaningful,
Yeah.
meaningful,
A meaningful
Christmas and New
Thank
Year.
you. Thank you so
God
much.
bless
God
you.
bless you.